Alright, I took the opportunity to loot the area. A couple of little interesting things I found. Found these lovely boots on one of the enemies that we killed. Adrenaline rush once per turn when you dash. You gain wrath for 2 turns. They look nice and furry. I figured they were a good match for Karlak's current look that she's going for. Other than that, nothing too fancy. Lots of food. Lots of food. There was a little dagger. Where's the dagger gone? This one. Wargfang. Found that. Disadvantage on attack rolls against the wielder if you're a goblin. And we came up here to this locked door. And I figured now's probably a good time to start living in the moment, as they say. Locked doors always have something valuable in them. Not sure. Oh. Spider silk cocoon. Let's see if I can shoot this down. Okay, I'm not... I've got a pretty good crossbow. It's just taking a bit of effort here. Bear with me. Alright, well there's a bomb and it's still up there. Looks like it's staying up there. Looks like there's a dead elf in the mysterious hole.
Decaying legs protrude from the hole. A failed escape, it seems.
Yeah, I'm gonna inspect this body a little bit. Seems like a pretty easy inspection to do.
It seems the tunnel collapsed mid-dig and suffocated him. A crooked heart is embroidered on his left shoe.
Okay, a crooked heart. Not sure what that is. Let me try and pull it out. Here we go.
The body comes loose, revealing a tunnel. Perhaps you can escape where he failed.
Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Maybe I can get some information. My paladin powers, I command you to speak to me.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right. First of all, there's a lot of options here. Who are you?
Taglin, carpenter, father of 2.
Oh, not anymore, you're not. Why is there a heart on one of your shoes?
My son Garland did it. If I ever missed him, could look down and remember him.
Well, that's very depressing. Were you the only prisoner here?
Goblins took my friends, cut them up for the wargs, for meat.
Well, I don't feel bad about what we did to them then. How did you get trapped in the tunnel? I think this is my last question. How did you end up here? Well, it probably just got caught. How did you get trapped?
Digging too quickly. Felt tunnel collapsing. Kept going. Better dead than warg meat.
Oh, I do have a final question. How did you end up here?
Heading to Baldur's Gate. Didn't hear Goblin patrol.
The spell's power wanes.
It's a very common fate, it seems. Alright. I don't know if this is even gonna work. If it does, I'll go by myself. I'm gonna try this mysterious hole.
Still blocked, but should be easy enough to clear.
Well, if it's easy to clear, how do I clear it? I don't see any...
Still blocked, but should be easy enough to
If I
clear.
attack it... Oh, that actually did some damage. Oh, it's actually... Well, something's working. Oh, I can go through now. Where am I? Oh, this is just outside. I've already been here. Alright, well that wasn't too exciting. He was not going to get away if he went through that hole. Poor guy. Alright, well I've looked at everything else in here. At least I think I have. Seems like there's something off in this direction. Not sure about that though. Alright, let's continue on. In fact, I'm starting to think it might be time for a bit of a rest. I was mentioning to myself earlier that getting a little bit tired. Oh, is that oh, of course, this is... I believe the drow leaders through there. We want to be fully prepared if we're going to speak to the drow leader and potentially take it out. Okay, we've been in there, of course. Alright. Time for camp, my friends. I wonder if anyone has made their way here yet. Oh, Volo, you've made it. Doesn't look like our little owlbear friend has made it yet, though. Hope it's okay. Hello, Volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about the mind flayers, Volo?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flayer specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
Oh. I'll have to ask Halson about that. I have a certain taste for mind flayer specimens. I actually fought one before. I don't know if you know about that.
Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible.
Oh, it's definitely possible. Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one.
That can't be.
There's a lot that you've missed out on, Volo. Which one should I pick here? I killed a mind flayer in its lair, aboard a nautiloid.
You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Why, malaise is one word for it. Maybe I should do the first one. The mind flayer infected me with a parasite, if you must know.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
Exactly. That's what we've all been saying. Can you tell me more about this?
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
If only your disbelief could alter facts, Volo.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
I wish it were ridiculous. If you really want to know, you can have a look, find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim.
Alright, I'll just make myself comfortable here then. Oh yes, this is quite nice.
If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet God!
What? What is it? Can you help me? Quit shouting at me.
I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Really? I didn't have much hopes when we saved you, Volo, but if you could help us, that would be amazing. Volo has decided to remain in your camp. Having such a learned scholar nearby might be useful. I mean, he was friends with Elminster. He's given us some armor. Uncommon light armor, Blazer of Benevolence. When you inspire an ally using bardic inspiration, you gain 4 temporary hit points. Well, that's not particularly handy. We don't have a bard in our party at the moment. Interested to know what it looks like, though. Oh, that's marvelous if it wasn't covered in blood. Not for now, though. Keep that in my private collection. Alright, doesn't look like anyone else has anything to say. Let me just double check. Shadowheart, do you have anything to say to Bubalyon?
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need?
That's what I thought. Alright, let's have a rest, see if anyone visits us through the night. Volo, you have anything to say during nighttime?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything in the hour or so it's been since I last talked to you in Nightfall?
Not yet, I'm afraid. But my expectations are very, very high.
You're a very confident man, Volo. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, if anything crazy is going to happen, it's sleep time. If I can find it. There we go. Good night, everyone. I hope we're all safe. Oh no, something's happening again. Oh! Mummy?
I promised I'd be back.
Oh.
Don't worry. I have things under control. For now.
Oh?
I see you've been using the powers the tadpole gives you. Good. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Oh, you know everything. You know everything I'm doing. Tell me, who are you?
It's complicated. But I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. But to do that, we'll need to think beyond local healers. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
Greater sickness. Look, I'll be honest, all my friends, they told me not to listen to you. They told me not to use any of the Mind Flayer stuff, but you really seem to... You sound like you know what you're talking about. Lots of options here. I want to ask you all of these. I hope I get a chance to. How do I destroy the source of the tadpole's magic?
I am not sure yet. To find the answers, we must first find the source. These parasites are more than a illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
Are you the artifact that I'm carrying? Or are you just a lady in my dream who says you used to be an adventurer until something happened to you? How is it that you're protecting me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
But I had more questions. Is there anything I can do to help you?
No. I can handle this. For now. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Oh. Oh, what a crazy dream. Oh. Everyone, did everyone have the same dream as me again? Was it just me this time?
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well.
Yes.
Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
I know what you mean, Shadowheart. It's impossible to know, but something about her makes me want to trust her. Looks like that's all I can comment on for now. It's good to know we're having the same concerns, though. Will, what do you think?
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
I agree, Will. I agree with what you're saying. I think we need these powers to infiltrate the cult. This is the plan that works.
Very well. If it's mind games these parasites wish to play, we'll play. And we'll win.
That's right, we'll win. We'll win. We'll win.
I'd like some time to talk.
Darion, what do you think?
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
You sound a little suspicious. Whatever's at the heart of this cult, we have to find it by any means possible.
And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else?
I just want to say I was way ahead of you, Asterion. I've already been harvesting them and eating them, and you all judged me, but turns out Bubalyon was doing the right thing.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities.
Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
Yes, I'm way ahead of you, Will. I mean, yes. I think we'll just go with this one. You're right. We must use every means at our disposal, even unsavory ones.
As existential evils go, the Absolute certainly seems an adversary worth halting in its tracks. Any opportunities for us to indulge our tadpole's capabilities are hardly on the same scale. Trifles, when one considers the bigger picture.
That's right. Thank you, Gale. Should really have you back in the party soon, Gale. Haven't had you in a while. I feel like we're going to have combat soon. Volo, what do you want?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Yes,
I'll just
yeah,
make
I
myself
know.
comfortable.
You keep
Thank
saying
you
the same
so
thing.
much.
Oh, your research has shown something, has it? Oh, if I do, yes, I'll just sit here. Make myself comfortable.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
Oh, really?
It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Wait a second. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, slow down. How many times have you done this before, Volo?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
This is the research you've come up with. I'd rather get a second opinion.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
No, not this time.
You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Oh, you were about to stick a needle in my eye. Lae'zel, what do you think about the dream?
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
Well, you make some very strong points there, Lae'zel. It's hard to argue with some of those. Let me look at my options here. We can use this skill, dream figure. I distrust her. Well, I'm not going to pick the bottom two options. I think got to go for option 2. I think the dream figure was right. If we follow these cultists, we find the source of our tadpoles. We'll get all of our answers.
Yes, the one truth that fell out of its cankered lips. There will come a battle, but it will be one with swords, not mind games born of brainworms.
You know, I can't help but notice, Lae'zel, you agreed with what I was saying, but it said you disapproved at the same time. These dreams linger in my memory. Do you think that strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
Well, I agree with you. Got a couple of options here. I think everything that we've learned so far does hint that the greater master that they serve is the Absolute. In fact, I'm sure of it.
Perhaps.
Absolute may be a mere pseudonym behind which this master hides. Whatever this voice, whomever this master, it dominates dreams and unites minds.
Yes, I think that's the Absolute, though we don't know a whole lot about the Absolute this time. As always, thank you for your honesty, Lae'zel. Karlach, what do you think?
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
Yes, it is I, Bubalyon, the Golden Paladin of Holiness. And, yes, it did say that indeed. But if I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure. If we can use these tadpoles for good before extracting them, it could be worth it. Could do a lot of good.
Could be. But I'm not sure either. And I'd rather rely on our wits and our weapons than a tadpole that could be up to anything in there.
Yes, I would as well. But beggars can't be choosers, Karlach. If we're offered these marvelous powers from the Mindworm, it's hard to turn it down, don't you think? Alright, let us continue on. See if we can gather any more information. We've got Halsin out. We know we have to get rid of the final 2 goblin leaders. What's down here? Seems to be giant spiders.
Another outsider come to see the boss? Mind your manners now, or he'll throw you in the pit.
Oh, well, I wouldn't like that. Look at this disgusting pit. There's giant spiders in there. There's a dead person. Smithin, something like that. Wonder how you get in here. Either way, worry about that another time. Need to do some reconnaissance here. Looks like this place could fall apart at any moment. So we know where the location of the 2 goblin leaders. There's one area that I remember seeing across a chasm. This guy in a cage. We haven't been here yet.
This ain't the party, pal. We're working here.
Well, don't let me stop you. Enjoy your work.
If I were you, I'd get me arse back to the party before somebody put me to work.
Well, if you're paying, Bubalyon actually doesn't mind working.
If you're close enough to talk with me, then you're too damn close.
Alright, Kratos, calm down. Bubalyon didn't mean anything by it.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Well, where's the trap? I don't see it. I do see you, though. What got you stuck in this cage, old fellow?
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise McGlubbiet. Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them.
Oh, I think I know what's going on here. I think you must be praying to the actual goblin gods. The other guys are not. How'd you land yourself in this cage then, eh?
'Cause I'm loyal to McGlubbiet. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god.
Upstart god, ooh. I assume you mean the Absolute?
Yeah. My old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The great Absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite.
Oh, well, Bubalyon is a friend to all goblins and all that, but, if you keep it on the down low, I don't really like the Absolute either. So, do you not like your people mixing with outsiders?
Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in here, praying to a real god.
Oh, well, yes, Bubalyon knows all about real gods. As a holy paladin, I have my own favorites. seems like we're having some conflicts here.
Hands off my tongue, you bloody bird. I'm pledged to the Absolute, arse and all.
Hold on. What in the ruddy hells is an axe Persian?
Let's lie. Boss Ragslin weren't lying when he said anyone could join the Absolute's ranks.
Something looked a bit strange about you just then.
Keep moving. Unless you're wanting a clubbing and drubbing.
Oh, I definitely don't want that.
You're either with the Absolute or against her. Ain't no in between.
Did you just say her? Have we found out that the Absolute is a female? Maybe this rat will know. Karlak, if you could do us the honors.
Longing for small spaces. Stone walls hugging close. There is a light here, in the tight space beneath the floor. Secret things that shine.
Oh, I think I know what that is, and I think we've already been there. The secret area below, the secret item that scared me and I ran away, but I'll be back. I'll definitely go and check it out again. Let's go up this ladder. I think it's one of the last places that we haven't been yet. What secrets could be hidden up here? Oh, it's a magical stool. Let me try it out. I'm not feeling anything. Guess it wasn't a magical stool. Alright, so I believe that's the location I saw from the roof earlier. This is Boss Ragslin. Draw Ragslin. Seems to be, oh, and this is the pit with the spiders in it. I don't want to fall in there. Draw Ragslin is the leader of the goblins. Probably before all of this happened, he's a mighty foe, and through here we have the Drow, I believe. I'd love to try and get some information out of her.